You're watching Global News Morning on Global Kingston.
Large coffee, 2 milk only in it, please, if you are going through that drive-through. So good to see you. It is Wednesday morning. Please join me in welcoming Matt Lee here to talk about real estate issues. And we're looking at the region's market this year compared to 1 year ago, June 2018.
That's right. So things are looking good. We're seeing kind of that going trend where you see, the crazy numbers in March, April, and May where they've spiked, and you're thinking, okay, it's going up 15 to 20%.
Was that the trend
how does this
last year too?
Yeah.
Last spring?
We've kind of seen that, year over year, because it is so busy that it's just one of these things that's the time where everybody's kind of getting out of that winter fever, and they get, the cabin fever, and they're starting to get out. We're still really busy. The numbers are still up, but they're not this gangbusters going continue. So we're looking good though.
So we are seeing a little bit of a plateau?
We're seeing it, the numbers where it is still increasing, the sales, the average price is still increasing. We're just not seeing it as this huge jump. You don't want these huge jumps that we see in Toronto and Ottawa, or Toronto and Vancouver and those, because what comes with those is downfalls.
Yeah.
So I think that what we're seeing in Kingston is maybe it's a smaller average price increase, but it is slow and steady.
Well, before we get to the numbers and break it down for you that way, what's happening in Toronto in those major markets? Is it starting to fall a little bit or no?
Well, we saw earlier in the year that it was really slow, and it was one of these things that it May had a record month. So we're waiting for their June numbers to come out again. I mean, it's one of these situations where when they started slow, all those people ended up buying in May. So I think that we have to wait and see what's going to happen with June. Again, the July and August tend to slow down for numbers, so we'll see how that kind of goes one over the other and take it from there.
First set of stats to show you here. We're looking at current listings this time versus last year.
Yeah, so June listed 391. Last year in June it was 407. So
not too far off.
No, we're down about 4%. But that's the kind of the trend that's happening, is we're getting less listings. There's less on the market, which kind of drives that. Sometimes it's multiple offers. Sometimes it's you got to be there within a couple days. Average price is 404, and the average price last year was 349. This is a big number.
That's 16% is huge for just 12 months.
Right. So what's happening there? We're going to look at the median. The average means that there's been a few houses in June that were maybe 5 to $1 million that had sold, that bumped that average price up a big amount. So when we see, if we take the top 2% of the sales out and the bottom 2% of the sales out, and you create this median, we'll fall back into line a bit, but this average price shows you that some of those bigger priced houses are selling.
Got it. Some more numbers here, what you were just talking about.
Yeah, the median here, so last year it was 330, and it's still up to 357.5, so that's up 8%. But when we see that it's not a $60,000 jump, it is going to be a $25,000 jump in that number. So I mean, if you look at it and you say, okay, normally we would see in Kingston 3 to 5%. Right now we're seeing 7 to 8% increases. They're more than normal, but they're not this dramatic 15, 20% jumps.
Just off topic quickly, I'm in the Williamsville district, and someone was telling me, with all the development going on in Williamsville, my condo, where I am, expect prices to go up a little bit with the development.
Oh yeah, you're seeing that condos in the area. The downtown is, I think it's great that they're building new buildings. It gives, first of all, students more option to take a look at. You'll get more families back into those areas around those certain parks, Vic Park, and in that area, it'll kind of be that family neighborhood more. The express buses help that as well, and that will push prices up in your area as well.
And great for retail too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they're going to implement certain commercial aspects to those buildings, and it'll be great.
Active listings this month compared to 12 months ago.
Yeah. So active listings, this is the total board of Kingston residential, 1641, and last year was 1788. We're down 8%. So this is this going trend of what we're seeing. We're seeing less listings, so therefore when you get there's less on the market, there's less coming on, and people want to buy, then they turn around and they're looking at, people are looking at the same thing at the same time.
Wrap it up for us, the past year.
I think it's great. I mean, I think that, interest rates have come back down, so it's good for first home buyers. Once you get those people in so that they can buy, the rest of that ladder goes. So I think that interest rates are down. They still have their land transfer tax exemption to a certain amount. Then that allows the families to jump up to the next level. It allows the retirees to get out of the big houses, get down. There's a going cycle, and it's a wave. And I think that it's a healthy market. I think that we're going to see maybe a little bit of a slowdown in regards to average price, but that's okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Matt Lee.
Yeah.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.